The dipole moment depends on electronegativity difference of bonded atoms, bond length. If the dipole moment value increases, bond polarity also what happened increases. Now, for example, if you are taking polyatomic molecules, which atomic molecules? In polyatomic molecules, polarity of each dipole, for example, this is which one? This is A atom in the central, this is B, here is C. So you assume that it is a polyatomic molecules or more than 3 atomic molecules. So the polarity of each dipole expressed with bond moment means, if bond moment, for example, if you are taking PCl5, around phosphorus how many chlorine atoms? 5 chlorine atoms. So therefore different 5 bond moments are observed, 5 bond moments are generally observed. So that is the reason why dipole expressed with bond moment. So the overall dipole moment equals to vector sum of bond moment. What is that? Vector sum of bond moment. For example, A is the central atom. Okay, so it is attracted towards this particular direction. Then C is also more electronegative, then it is also attracted like this. So due to this, it has some dipole moment is generated. Here is also some dipole moment is generated. You assume that this is mu1, you assume that it is what? Mu2. So the angle between these two is known as what? Cos theta. The angle between these two is known as what? Cos theta. So therefore it is represented as which one? Cos theta. This is known as what? Cos theta. Which one? Cos theta. So therefore the product of, what is this? Square root of these total gives which one? Resultant dipole moment. Gives which one? Resultant dipole moment. So therefore mu r equals to under root of mu1 square plus mu2 square plus mu 2 into mu1 into mu2 into cos theta. When angle increases between these two, when angle increases, it is angle decreases. When angle increases between these two, what happened? Dipole moment, what happened? Decreases, because both are very far away to each other. So therefore what happened? Dipole moment decreases.